I believe my pants are on fire. We tell it all, just like it is right here. We don't hide nothing. So what's happening now is this morning, thing's been sitting out there all winter, and the clutch is stuck on it. The clutch is stuck to the flywheel.
Huh?
Park that right in front of the camera.
I'll be down. Are we done with it?
Run around back. This is much deeper than I wanted to go. I didn't want to go this deep. You see the floorboards out, you see the seats out, you see Brown's out. Oh, Brown's here. Brown's in here. We're tearing this thing apart. We drug it with the tractor. We run up down the road and got it real hot, got it warmed up real good. That clutch would not release. And we got under there, and this thing has got a real deep dish flywheel, 2 inches deep, but that pressure plate and clutch all fits down inside of. Didn't they make old tractors that way, Brown?
Yeah. Some
Was old Ford 9N like that?
Seemed like, yeah.
But that flywheel's 2 inches deep, and instead of just being a flat disc, it's a deep dish deal, and the clutch goes inside it and way down in there, and the pressure plate slides way down in there, and it's not breaking loose. So no matter what we do, we even locked up the engine. We put a pipe wrench on the front of the engine, locked it up, and we couldn't break it loose. So much deeper than I wanted to go, but that transmission's got to come out. I'm not sure what's going on, but we're going to find out. This is why we had to pull the transmission. Clutch was stuck to pressure plate, and it ripped in half. It just ripped the clutch right off of that disc. So I guess I put it away wet. It was a rainy day. It was a dreary old January day, and it just got some moisture in it, and it welded it to that pressure plate. So I've got to look around, see if I got a clutch. If not, I have to send this off and have it rebuilt. But you see, this is a different clutch. Nothing else will work because of this deep dish. It has to have that dish to clear the bolts on the back of the crankshaft. So it's a special clutch. I sent it off. I called the guy where they rebuild these, and he said, "Oh yeah, I do them all the time." And he knew what I was talking about. He said, and then he called me up and said, "I've never seen one like that before." I said, "That's what I thought." But anyway, that's the deal. We had to take it apart. That was never going to break loose, but it broke loose all right. Broke it right in half. Well, check this out. Old Whalen. Sometimes old Whalen will get on the old interwebs and look at eBay and check out stuff for 32 Chevys or them old first generation 6-cylinders, 194 up to one something else they made. But anyway, when I find them old parts, if they don't cost too much, I snag them and put them on the shelf. And look what I have here, a deluxe flexible spring center clutch plate. Burgess Norton Manufacturing Company, Geneva, Illinois. And this clutch plate was lined with heavy-duty woven facings to ensure smoother engagement and longer life. And lo and behold, it is the exact clutch that I need for this thing. And it be brand spanking new. New old stock. Sometimes you the windshield, sometimes you the bug. Today, we the windshield. I keep talking to you guys about a deep dish flywheel, and let me show you what I mean by that. See, instead of just being a flat disc, this part here, and then the starter ring on it out here, it's recessed way back in there, and so your clutch goes in, and your pressure plate also goes way up inside this flywheel. So that's kind of a different flywheel than probably what most people are used to seeing. But it's kind of cool. 1932 Chevy, 194 cubic inch, first generation Chevrolet 6-cylinder. Mr. Brown done got him a haircut, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Grandson done that for
He's
me.
all slicked up, boy. Look at him. He's wrenching
I
today.
said, leave a little on top. And he thought I said, take
it.
leave but a little on top.
And there ain't nothing in the world I'd rather be doing than wrenching on an old rig with old Danny Brown.
Yeah.
Watching him throw stuff all over the floor, dropping stuff and carrying on, breaking things. And yeah, it's my favorite thing in the world to do is work on an old rig with Danny Brown, especially an old rig like a 32 Chevy that's got some, you know, it's got some 9/16 bolts, some 5/8, and you can kind of tell what you're working on, none of that metric stuff. And I wanted to show this engine is what we call externally balanced. And it's got these holes drilled in the flywheel. Some of them are pretty deep. That's a deep one there. And then on the opposite side,
Look, the compression.
clear. Oh man, this thing compression. Yeah, I can turn it. I can turn it left with one hand, left hand. So there's another balance hole. I guess that's it. Yeah. So they got them. That's how they balance the thing. Just keep drilling until they take enough off to get her balanced. Quite the ingenuity, man. A brand spanking new, off the shelf, new old stock, brand new 1932 to 36 probably, pressure plate. It's been freshly surfaced, got the marks. I just need to take some sandpaper and knock that surface rust off of there. And we're going to install a brand spanking new pressure plate. Now is the time. The time is right. Well, while I have this thing tore down, I'm going to replace the pilot bearing. I made a little tool to drive in there, pop that out. And I used a little trick that the guy on YouTube taught me. I had always used grease, fill them up with grease and then pop them out. But the guy said use bread, slice of bread, it's a lot cleaner. So that's what I did. It worked real slick. Well, there seems to be parts of this truck all over the place. There's a seat there. There's a seat over there. There's a transmission tunnel and a shifter boot. Oh, and we got the transmission back in this thing. Everything new. Gotta put the floorboards back in, seats back in, hook it brake up, and driveline tunnel, various things. Put the drive shaft in, I mean. Yep, it's everywhere. Okay, this is going to tell the story. Either we did a clutch repair or we didn't. We're going to find out.
Battery hook back up?
Yeah.
All right.
Did we dare take it off the lift?
I think we. I don't know what you think. Oh, I need shit. Oh man, shit, man. Where's the shit? That on that big truck. Oh yeah. Here you go. They can be driving all right?
We did it, man.
By golly.
We did it. We did a clutch job, a major clutch job on this thing. Brand new clutch, brand new pilot bearing,
Pressure plate.
brand new pressure plate, throw-out bearing, and
2 days.
yeah, took us a couple of days. Yeah, had to drop that T5 out of there.
But I'll tell you what.
But it's good to go now.
I've enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
it's
Oh,
fucking
nothing I'd rather do,
big.
man. Nothing I'd rather do than beat on an old piece of Chevrolet with Danny Brown.
Yeah. Me too.
All right. Call that one a success.
Yeah.
Next.
So far.
Next. Yeah. Well, we had to build a ball for the fork pivot on. It had a little ball that clipped on there to hold it in place, and it had broken and had been welded and a couple times, and we just had to rebuild it. Had to build one from scratch, but welded that ball on there, got it adjusted just ever so, and boy, the clutch play is just where it ought to be. So I guess it's good. Good for another 50 miles before it breaks down. Well, clutch feels good. Got an inch of travel in the pedal before it engages. The release is really nice. A lot better than the other one. So it was time. It's nice to have all new stuff in it. Pressure plate, clutch, throwout bearing, pilot bearing, all new. Good deal. I don't think I had the camera running, Brown.
We're gonna have to do this all over.
No. Take it all out, take it out, and do it again. I think I'm running out on the floor now. That's that's good enough. Yeah, it's poured out. That's how you tell it's full. All right.
And there was a puddle on it. Get that blade.
Yeah.
Do something with that.
Yeah, here's his fluid.
Alright.
Here's a can for the garbage too.
Alright.
I'll put this thing back together.
Good. Have fun.
Oh, I've had a blast working on this old thing with you.
Hell yeah. I'll tell you what, be sitting around the damn trailer house
Yeah.
smoking this.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Done deal. Even got my camera oiled up pretty good.
Did it?
Changed oil in my camera too.
All right.
I did, yeah.
Doing all right, ain't you?
Well, folks, me and Brown drove the hoopy today, and all of a sudden it started pumping water and oil milkshake out of its crankcase down into its carburetor. It wouldn't run. So we checked the oil, and it's full of milkshake, way full. So we assume that there's a blown head gasket. I'm hoping it's a head gasket. Hope it's not a block. There's a lot of water in it. So it's getting ready to come out, ain't it, Brown?
Yep. I found another place. Took the chain right here.
All right.
On that bracket.
Yep.
And then right back there.
All right, let's go get the tractor.
It's surgery time.
Yeah.
Do surgery.
It's time to yank it. Throw it up there on the table and tear it apart.
Think we can handle it?
There ain't nothing we haven't done before.